Hi my lovelies, how's it going? So today I'm gonna do a cozy festive drinks video. So these are basically if you really need something festive to drink and you want to cuddle up either by the fire or with a movie and you just need a little festive fix. So these are non-alcoholic, no coffee in them as well. I have to say, oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with this gingerbread house mug. No joke. I had looked for this mug forever. It's out of stock in like all the stores. I went to so many different Asdas to find it and it was insane because it was one of those days that, you know, when you're just like, I just really need some encouragement. And I was like, God, please just give me some encouragement. I am not feeling that great today. And no joke, I was going into this Asda Living and I was like, I really hope that they have it, but you know, I mean, I might as well just try it out, but I don't think that they will since I've already checked this one yesterday and everything was fully in stock except this one mug. And then no joke, I come in the store and it's the last one and I was like, thanks God, I just feel like you really wanted to encourage me. So I'm obsessed with this mug and now I'm like, this is my treasured mug, so I loved using it for this video. I mean, that's a random story to tell you, but I just thought I'd let you know how long it took me to get this mug. So here we go.
Okay, so first I'm going to start off with this gingerbread chai latte recipe. I'm going to be starting off with using some oat milk. You are more than welcome to use any other milk, but I really like the oat milk for this. And I also add in a couple of tablespoons of coconut milk. You can add in some more to make it extra creamy. And then I'm going to also use Bird & Blend's gingerbread chai for this recipe, and I'm going to pop it in the pot, and then I'm also going to put in a little bit of coconut nectar to sweeten it up. You can use agave, you can use honey, you can use kind of anything else that you want, but I really like coconut nectar. I'm going to let it boil for a bit. And then once it's ready, I'm going to pop it in its pot and I'm going to put it in my super cozy gingerbread mug, which is from Asda. So cute. And then for a little bit extra creaminess, I'm going to add some whipped cream on top and finishing it off with some cinnamon. So next, I'm going to go for a candy cane Elderflower Spritz. So I'm going to start off with getting a candy cane and I'm going to pop it in a little baggie. I didn't have a Ziploc bag, so I just used another freezer bag. And then I'm going to use my rolling pin to kind of smash it all up into little tiny pieces. And then you get those pieces and you sprinkle it around in your mug. And then I'm going to use this elderflower press. It's a sparkling elderflower. And then I'm going to pour it straight in. And then for a little bit of festive cheer and a little bit extra peppermintiness, I'm going to use a candy cane to swirl it all around and for decorations. So next we've got Speculoos Biscoff Hot Cocoa. In the States you call it Speculoos Cookie Butter. Over here we call it Lotus Biscoff Spread. So first you're going to start off with some semi-skimmed milk or whatever milk you want. But then you put in a couple of tablespoons of the Biscoff spread. The more you put in, the more it'll taste like it. Then I added in some pieces of white chocolate. You can also try milk chocolate if you want to, just to give it that real authentic chocolatiness. Then you're going to heat it over the stove and let it heat up and thicken up. The more you heat it, the thicker it'll be. Then I added some whipped cream and some Lotus Biscoff biscuits on top. Say that 3 times fast. It tastes absolutely delicious and it gives it that little bit of a crunch and it tastes absolutely delicious. So next we've got Enchanted Narnia Peppermint Tea. So I got this Enchanted Narnia pack from Bird & Blend. It is filled with rose, and rose can be a little bit too strong for me sometimes. So I really wanted to combine it with peppermint tea. So I added a peppermint tea sachet and a tablespoon of Enchanted Narnia, and I let it brew. And while you let it brew, you're going to get some Turkish Delight. This one is pomegranate Turkish Delight, not rose Turkish Delight. And I just loved the flavor of this one because, like I said, rose can be a little bit too strong for me sometimes. So this one is absolutely delicious. I got it from Aldi here. Then after it's done brewing, you're gonna fill your mug up with it. And what I love about this Enchanted Narnia tea is that you can actually pick out a few of the rose petals and you can put it inside your tea just for a little bit of decoration. But I highly recommend you have it with the Turkish Delight because it really gives you that wintry feeling and that feeling that you're just experiencing Narnia all over again. And finally, we've got the s'mores melting hot cocoa. So I started off with this double broiler system to temper the chocolate, got some milk chocolate and popped it in to start it from melting. And what I would actually recommend is to temper it in the microwave because as you're gonna see, this did not fully work for me because I didn't have a thermometer. So if you've got a microwave, I would highly recommend doing it like that. But for me, I did it with the double broiler system here with my bowl and the pot. Then I'm going to put it in this bauble ornament. I actually filled the bauble ornament with coconut oil before just to make it easier to actually get out later. You can also use a silicone ball. That would be really easy to help the chocolate to get out afterwards. Then you're going to close it up with the other side of the bauble and then you're going to mix it all around so that you can have a nice whole bauble to put into the freezer. What you're going to do when you put it in the freezer is put it in there for a couple of minutes and then you're going to turn it upside down and then you're going to leave it for about half an hour so that it can actually freeze up. Then meanwhile, you're going to take your mug and you're going to take some of the rest of the melted chocolate that you didn't get to fit in there and you're going to coat the top of your mug with it. I also got some shortbread pieces to put around it to really give it that s'mores feeling, but you can use whatever kind of crackers or biscuits or cookies that you want to put around it as well. So what you're going to do next is you're actually going to get the bauble out of the freezer and you're going to try to dislocate the chocolate from the bauble. Like I said, because I didn't properly temper this, it would have been much better in the microwave so that it comes out like a full half bauble. But as you can see, what it should do is actually give you a half moon circle, which will be much more impressive than my cracked one. I also put some marshmallows on top of my half moon chocolate. Then you're going to heat up some milk and put in some milk chocolate to melt to really give you that really nice hot chocolate, and then you're gonna pour it all over and then it should sink and it should be really awesome to kind of watch and to mix in the marshmallow and the chocolate, and it's gonna be melting. It's gonna be so delicious for you.
So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you try any of them or which one you think looks the best and that you want to try. So I hope you guys have a lovely festive season. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.